Well, he's here. You get to see what they've been whispering about in corners.
Wagwan. Listen, we're going to wrap a taste a little bit. Thank each and every one of you for chiming in. It's your boy, Big Truck, you know. Shout out to my man, It's More to Life. Anyone knows him, please send him a message. I'd like to collaborate with him. Got my Pink Moscato. Shout out to Stella Rose. This is what we're going to do. I got the mood, got the fireplace lit. We just going to have a conversation. Conversation and reviews. We adults. So, with that being said, please subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. New channel and I'm growing. I just hit 40,000 subscribers and I'm humble. With that also being said, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. We're going to wrap a taste a little bit. He got something to say. I got something to say. Then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So let's get it.
Women are looking for a vibe. They're not looking for actual relationships.
Very true.
They're looking for a sponsor. They're looking to be a financial liability instead of a asset. I don't care what women bring to the table because I can build your table, I can go buy your table. I don't care about that. But I am looking for a woman who doesn't need to be taken care of to take care of her. So again, I'm looking for an asset and not a liability.
Real talk.
Yeah, all this taking a vibe and the hookahs and taking trips. What we doing? The brunch dates, like I see more.
Yes, we can do hookahs. Like,
Yeah. A guy wants someone who can add to the table, not bring something to it. Like,
Let's add to each other's life. The whole thing with the whole 50-50, the whole teamwork, we submit to each other. At the end of the day, we both need each other. At the end of the day, we both depend on each other. So when we look at it for what it really is, I'm glued to you, you glued to me. Together, united we stand, we fall for nothing. We stand for what is right, we stand for truth, we stand for strength, we stand for love, we stand for that togetherness. And we have to go back to that because the masculine man has lost its way. The feminine woman has lost her way. We have to come back to that place called love.
everything I have going on, help me do more. And not even about you helping me do something, but still, be there when I get home. Be there to nurture me. Be there to take care of everything. Yes, men look for you to be the caretakers.
Be my rock. Be my place of peace. Because on the flip side, every woman needs that. You see?
That's what we want. But I'll say it like this. If a woman is willing to do all of those extras at home, a man, he will give some leeway on a 50-50, right? A man may not mind going 60-40 or 70-30, but not to no bum girls. Bums, well, by saying bums, I mean not doing nothing in the home. Someone that can't nurture my kids, get lost.
Y'all, I can't be the only one that feel like this or has ever said this to themselves. But I just came from Quick Trip and I was sitting in my car, sipping on my little iced coffee now. And
we all need that time of reflection. We all need that time to reflect on what things that we could have done better. What things, if it was something we did, something we've said, places that we been, shouldn't have been, We all need that time of reflection, because that time of reflection is going to shed light on what's happening now and the future.
I saw a family get out of the car, you know, with the kids, the mom and the dad. And man, sometimes, it used to happen a lot more than it happens now, but there are times when I'm sitting in my car and I see families and I'm just like, dang, I wish I could go back in time. If I had known then what I know now, you know, it sucks because it's the decisions that we make really affect us, not just me, but and not just you, but for generations.
For being woman enough to say, I was wrong, I didn't listen, I wish I should have done better, I wish I should have picked better. When you've had that time of reflection, and in your time of reflection, it's like, whoa, I wish I should have done better. I wish I should have picked better. That man that I friend zoned, that I let get away, that I overlooked, I wish I should have had him. I wish I should have gave him the opportunity instead of giving this one the opportunity. Because look at the result of this one over here that I gave the opportunity to versus the one over there that I should have given the opportunity to.
All right, I gotta stop this real quick. I'm not gonna stop it after this, but she looks a little over 31, 32, 33, maybe mid-30s, right? But still, she's in what stage? The epiphany stage. So she's drinking and coming to some realizations. Daddy was right. Mommy was right. They lived so many years before. Let me let her continue.
For generations. If I had known then what I know now, I wish I wish I could have that family, or had that family with the biological mother and a biological father still together, still like each other, and still love each other. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't want to be with that person and never did really. But I wish I had picked the right man to have children with and to marry.
A hard head makes a soft ass. When reality comes around and this sucker punches you dead in your mouth, and when I say sucker punch, because you don't ever know what's coming. You don't know when it's coming. But when reality comes and sucker punches you dead in your mouth, or reality may square up and come face to face with you, it will give you a lot to think about. You'll have a lot to think about. And it's a hard pill to swallow, because you have no choice but to take accountability for your actions, for what you do and what you say. In 2025, blessings and curses are going to get handed out to certain individuals. Watch what I tell you. We're seeing it now.
I wish I had done that. I wish I had done that. And really, I hate to say it, but I should have listened to my parents. I should have listened to my parents. They was right, y'all.
No comment.
They was right in the mud. I know some of y'all young folks maybe looking up here, you talking about he's different or she's different. No, they not. No, they not. They not different, and your parents know. They can look in their if your parents any halfway to judge a character. If they look in their eyes, they're gonna be like, nope.
When you bring the wrong person to the family cookout, when you bring the wrong one, and Big Mama pull you in the kitchen and have a meeting about who the hell you brought over to that house, you already know what time it is. See, this is where, as we continue to grow, we continue to have conversations. And I believe in deep conversations. I believe in getting down to the root of it all. I had to do that work. And this is me getting on me. In 2019, let me make this clear. All that I was faced with in dealing with, I had no choice. Yeshua threw everything in my face, causing me to back into a wall where I had no choice but to acknowledge and see everything. And said, this is you. And I had to look at it. I had to receive. Once I looked at it, once I acknowledged, once I received, an executive decision had to be made. Either you go back and face your past and face your fears and face that and walk through an open door of a new life and healing, or do you want to continue to live life normal operations? Meaning, still faced with the same patterns. So, man, that's in the mighty name of Yeshua HaShai, I'd rather do something different. I'm tired. I can't do it no more. I'm ready to change the way I think. I'm ready to change my viewpoint. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to put myself in a better position. So that when I do have a relationship, it will be healthy with the right woman. A woman is going to add value. A woman is going to add substance. A woman that knows how to love and ready to love. A woman that is an asset. A woman that I could bring around my family and my family will be pleased. In order to get there, it starts here. Once here, then here. Big ups to my father. Let's roll. And my mother. Let's roll.
Oh, by the way, they're right. I know you don't want to hear it. 99% of the time, they right, and you will cry tears if you don't listen. Understand, you gonna be sorry, baby. You gonna be sorry later. You gonna be crying, sliding down the wall. Sorry. It makes me sad at times, but I understand that the decisions I made, it must stop with me. And I have to pray for my children that whatever generational stuff going on, it may start with me, but it's gonna end with me.
Toxic soul ties, generational curse. I thank God for my father. My father taught us all well. Yeah, we were hard-headed. I ain't gonna lie. We were hard-headed. We were stubborn. We wanted to do our own thing and go our own way. But when we slipped and we fell, my dad was there to pick us all up. You see, my dad was a professional athlete. So he taught us all how to move. At the end of the day, your name is what you protect, because your name is what you hold dear to you. And don't let no one disrespect your name. Don't let no one put no bad smut on your name. Don't let no one disrespect your name.
I made bad decisions, but you know what? I'm gonna try my darndest to make sure that my children don't make those same bad decisions. Also, don't get it twisted. I wasn't the only one that made a bad decision at all. Okay, it takes two to tango. Okay, two. But on my part, I can only speak for me. On my part, and my decision, I should have listened to them from freaking day one. Day one. But you know what? I'm not the type to live in the past. Just sometimes you see certain things and you reflect like, dang, if I had only did this.
Watching her facial micros, it really hit her. And it's okay, ladies, when that reality hits you. It gives you a lot to think about. What so many men have been vocalizing and saying for so long, even on social media, about the little things. Now what we're seeing is a larger number of women actually getting it and receiving it. And we even have some women saying, black men, I'm sorry. Apologizing, taking ownership. That's the first of it. To be a man in this world, especially a black man, it's a lot. I really don't believe a large number of women really understand what it's like to be a man, especially a black man in America. It's rough. You between a pimp and a hard place every day, all day, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Saturday. But one of the greatest things about men have the ability to press through it. Men may not complain as much, but men are going to press through it. Your boy Big Truck, we love you over here at the King's Table. We acknowledge you. We acknowledge good women that go out there and do good work. We acknowledge good men that go out there and do good work. But we also acknowledge bad men and bad women that don't do good work. And when we're on that type of frequency, we just talk about it. What's the solution? Changing of your mindset, unlearning what you have learned, using life experiences as a testimony to shed some light on your situation so that you can move accordingly.
If I had only listened, if I had only not did that, or if I had only, it's something inside just be like, ah. But if I hadn't gone through what I went through, if things didn't turn out the way they turned out, I wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't have anything to tell my children. I wouldn't be able to tell them no life lessons because, hey, I know how this is going to turn out because I did it.
Look, your parents are there to make sure you do it right the first time. That's what those warnings are for, right? And I'm so happy I listened to my parents. They didn't know I did, but I listened to my father every step of the way. Seriously. Like, because of him, I didn't end up in jail. Because of him, I got my first corporate job. Because of him, I live life on the straight and narrow.
Because of my dad, I know how to love and treat a woman. Because of my dad, never joined any gangs, never been in and out of jail. I've worked in the prison, but only as an officer. Because of my dad, you know, I've learned to be kind to myself and kind to others. Because of my dad, I know how to take the bad and turn the bad into blessings. Kodashim in the Hebrew Bible and the Hebrew Torah, set apart ones. I was born in this world, but I don't operate like those that do of this world. I've learned real quick on how to move. I've learned real quick on what is. But it was a lesson that I had to learn, but also taught me about myself, that placed me in a position to face myself and deal with self. And that's why I started this podcast called The King's Table, because there are a lot of men out there that are hurting. There are a lot of men out there that are about to go through it, in the thick of it, or coming out of it. And when you share stories, when you share your testimony, you never know who you're going to impact. I understand clearly of how a woman feels when she's going through a divorce and she's being treated like trash, when she's fighting for her marriage, and her partner has spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and sexually checked out. It's a cold world. But now I understand, because I've walked in those shoes. Let's continue.
Now, a lot of modern women now, if your father was in the home, you totally messed up. Seriously. There's no excuse. Because you're a daughter. And the daughter-father has a special connection. Like, I'm sure he's seen the guy you were talking to and said, he probably was bopping, pants sagging, probably asked what he did, career wasn't right, didn't have a career yet. And you said, no, but I love him. He makes me feel like a woman. Like, no, it's not about how you feel. It's about if it's right on paper.
Isn't it something how the fathers can detect if a man is good for your daughter or not? Certain things a father can see in a man that a daughter can't see. And that's why the daughter needs her father. These are the type of men you choose. These are the type of men that you don't choose. Same thing as a mother. These are the type of women you choose. These are the type of women you don't choose.
But I gotta take into the future. Is the man a hard worker? That's really all that matters. Because if he's a hard worker, he's gonna figure it out. I'm telling you.
I'm going to keep it a beam with you. In high school, Even though I was a nerd growing up in high school, I was a nerd. I'm gonna make this quick. I would go to the Costco's. I would go to the Smart and Finals. I would buy the Now Laters. I would buy the Now Laters, the Lemon Heads, the Jolly Ranchers, the Boston Baked Beans, the Fire Sticks, and I would buy the Bazooka Blast, the bubble gum with the freaking cartoon character thing wrote, and I would sell them. That's what I did. I sell them. I'd have a regular backpack, and then I have another backpack with my goodies. I would sell them. In high school, making money in high school, because whatever I wanted to get, I could afford it. I budgeted. I learned the value of $1 real quick.
But you gotta have a guy that's ready to go get it. That's what I'm looking for. If I had a daughter, look, is this man a hard worker or not? If not, get out of my house. You ain't dating my daughter. Now I'll tell him that. But should have listened.
Nice gestures do not make up for poor treatment when dealing with good men, okay? You can cook him a meal tonight, but if you've been nitpicking and nagging him all day, he is not going to want to eat it. You can go shopping for him. You can pay to get his hair cut. You can put something crazy on him. But if every time he tries to talk about an issue, you deflect or you make it about him, you're running out of time with that man. Trust. Most men are so simple, so the way that you treat him will always matter more than what you think you're bringing to the table with.
Really pay attention to this. Pay attention to what she says. She drops a lot of jewels, a lot of gems on this one. It's pure gold. You gotta watch it. All right? It's gems.
Whether that be your finances, your education, your cooking and cleaning skills, none of that can compare to treating that man right. So you can lose your man to a woman with no job, no education, no cooking or cleaning skills because she's got listening skills. She knows how to speak to him kindly, softly. She initiates the sex. She shows him he is desired, and she uplifts that man on a daily basis without him asking. You understand?
A woman that knows what she's doing, she's gonna listen. She's gonna ask simple questions. She's gonna say less. But she's gonna listen. Then she's gonna back it up with action. If a woman really likes you, you'll know. She's gonna show you. You're gonna see it in her actions. She's gonna text you. She's gonna call you. She's going to go out her way, even if it's just to smile and say hello. Y'all could be at work. She's busy, you're busy. But she makes it a point to acknowledge you, at least smile and say hi. And she's in tune with you. And she's operating on the same frequency as you. Todarabah is good, the green light.
She can't be quiet when you're talking because she doesn't respect you. And if so-
Victory lap.